This entire situation between Alex Kyriakis and Stephanie Johnson has spiraled into emotional chaos since the shocking revelation that Stephanie is the anonymous author Anastasia Sands. What initially began as a creative triumph for Stephanie, a moment of empowerment and artistic honesty, is now turning into an emotional minefield that threatens to destroy her relationship with Alex. When Stephanie first revealed her secret identity to Alex, he tried to appear supportive, even proud of her success. He understood that her writing was personal, that parts of it drew from her own experiences, and that those experiences inevitably included other men. At least that's what he told himself. But as time passes and more people start connecting the dots between Stephanie's novel and real-life relationships, Alex's composure begins to crumble. The idea of other men, especially those he knows, recognizing intimate moments from Stephanie's past in her work eats away at him. Alex's discomfort grows worse when he realizes that both Philip Kyriakis and Jeremy Horton have figured out who Anastasia Sands really is, and they've done it because they recognize themselves in her writing. It's one thing for strangers to read about Stephanie's fictionalized romances. It's another thing entirely for men in her social and professional circles to realize they inspired those scenes. Each time someone mentions it, Alex feels another sting of jealousy, insecurity, and humiliation. This is especially complicated because Alex himself has a very public and colorful romantic history. Salem hasn't forgotten his wild past, including his infamous threesome with Allie Horton and Chanel Dupree, nor the troubling incidents from his college years that recently came to light. Stephanie has had to accept all of that, and though it took her time to trust him, she ultimately chose to move forward. Alex, on the other hand, seems unable to grant her the same grace. His jealousy reveals a double standard, one that Stephanie can already sense. Alex's biggest issue isn't really the book, it's his pride. The man who once prided himself on being confident and sexually liberated now finds himself vulnerable and exposed. The realization that Stephanie has had intimate experiences that she's strong enough to write about, and that others can recognize, bruises his ego deeply. It's not that Alex doesn't love Stephanie, it's that his possessiveness is overpowering his trust in her. He's struggling to separate the woman he loves from the character Anastasia Sands, and that internal confusion could destroy what they've built. Meanwhile, Stephanie feels blindsided by Alex's reaction. She was open with him from the beginning, trusting that he would respect her as an artist and as a woman who has lived, learned, and turned her experiences into something creative. But as Alex's attitude changes, as he grows cold, distant, and increasingly defensive, Stephanie feels punished for her honesty. What she viewed as a brave, empowering moment is now being twisted into a reason for shame. To make matters worse, Alex's mistake with Kate Brady has only made the situation more explosive. Stephanie had one non-negotiable condition, that a specific part of the book be removed before publication. Alex failed to make sure that was done, and now, the very scene she wanted to protect has become the key that allowed others to recognize her. This professional error adds fuel to the emotional fire, and Stephanie can't help but wonder if Alex's oversight was accidental, or subconsciously deliberate. The pressure is reaching a breaking point. Alex is beginning to think that Stephanie should cancel her reveal altogether, fearing that public exposure will ruin her reputation and, by extension, Titan's. But the truth is his motives aren't purely professional. Deep down, Alex wants to shield himself from the embarrassment of seeing people talk about his girlfriend's past lovers. He's trying to protect his ego, not her image. The looming press conference is shaping up to be a powder keg. Jeremy Horton will be there, and Alex is convinced that he's the one who leaked Stephanie's identity to Leo Stark. If Alex confronts Jeremy in public, especially in front of the press, it could turn into an ugly, reputation-shattering spectacle for everyone involved. And once again, Stephanie would be caught in the middle, forced to pick between her integrity as an author and her loyalty to Alex. This is the emotional crossroads where Alex and Stephanie's relationship now stands. They've just moved in together, taking what should have been a beautiful next step, but instead of deepening their bond, this reveal has exposed every crack beneath the surface. Trust, maturity, and communication are being tested like never before.